Instagram as well. Hello. So we are going to do an Ashtanga remix practice this morning. I'm really excited about this, / a little nervous, not in the sense of teaching it, but in the sense of doing it. It is going to be really challenging, but do not be afraid and do not run away. I challenge you to the whole class. So with that being said, there are a lot of back bends coming. So if you feel like back bending might be a little challenging, or if you feel a little stiff in the spine, you could get something to help lasso or make binds a little easier. So if you have a yoga strap, you could grab that. I do not have a yoga strap, so I grabbed this little bandana. You could also use just like a little dish towel. It is not by any means necessary or mandatory for the class, but it does just help, especially if you're a little bit nervous for some of those. And then two, you've probably already set your space, which is fine. If you want to move closer to a wall, we might be using the wall as a bit of an assist today, but again, it's not necessary or mandatory. So if you want to move your mat, feel free to do so now. I'm going to turn off my heater because I bet it's going to get sweaty. And then we'll just start in a child's pose. So if you are just now joining us, whether on Instagram or YouTube Live, we're going to do an Ashtanga remix practice, mainly based around second series. So if you'd like to grab some sort of yoga strap or a towel, you can grab that. Maybe move a little closer to the wall today, or you could do your regular practice wherever you set up. And then once we move to a wall, you yourself could move there too. So let's just start in a child's pose. Balasana. You can take the knees wide and then sit the hips back on the heels. Send the chest forward as you reach the arms long. And just bow the heart and the head down. Just a moment or two to land, to settle, to still. Most importantly, to breathe. So just taking a chance to see where you're coming from this morning, to observe who you are, how you feel, how you think. In a nutshell, it's just like getting to know yourself. And start to find that deep yogic breathing, inhaling in through the nose. And a sigh out the mouth. Inhale in through your nose. Exhale, sigh out the mouth. I don't know if you can hear my cat in her litter box, but that's what that is. A couple more breaths, inhaling in through your nose. And then one last time out through the mouth. Let the breath change here. You can inhale in through your nostrils. And seal the lips off and breathe back out through the nostrils. Good. That's how we'll breathe for the whole class. Inhale, roll forward a tabletop. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift your knees, push your hips high, and then drop your head low. Breaths in this down facing dog, inhaling both in and out through the nostrils. Taking some time to establish deep, rich breath is essential. The whole practice is inspired by the breathing. Inhale, look forward towards your fingers. Exhale, walk the feet to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold in, relax, hinge and hang. Inhale, stand all the way up. Reach your arms above your head and see your thumbs. Exhale, arms down by the side. Samastitihi. Surya Namaskar, variation A. Inhale, reach the arms up. Look at the thumbs. Exhale, hinge from the hips, fold in half. Inhale, halfway lengthen, suck your belly in. Exhale, plant the palms, step back to plank, bend your elbows for a push-up, chaturanga. Inhale, flip over the toes, look to the ceiling, up dog. Exhale, curl chin to chest, lift the bum, roll back over the toes, down dog. Listen, a variation or a remix right here. Inhale, roll forward, plank pose. Exhale, bend the elbows, lower all the way to the belly. Inhale, reach the arms behind you. Interlace the fingers. Squeeze the glutes and the back and the hamstrings. Shalabhasana locust with a bind. 5 deep breaths. In and out through the nose. Steady breath. For a strong, steady body. Notice if your knees are bending in an attempt to get the legs higher. Try rather to reach through the toes and your nose. Think long. Long is what gives you the lift. Sit about 2 more. 1 more. Squeeze, lift. Exhale, lower. Hands just under the shoulders. Tuck the toes. In one strong piece. Inhale, press up plank. Exhale, kick it back, down dog. 3 breaths in. Out. Breathe in. And breathe out. 1 more. Inhale. Full exhale until the belly is strong. Inhale, look forward, rise high onto the balls of the feet. Exhale, bend the knees. Walk your feet to the front. Inhale, long back, tight tummy, half lift. Exhale, fold in, relaxed legs and back. Inhale, stand up, reach the arms above you. Exhale, Samasthiti, arms down by the side. Second round, inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, half lift, suck your belly in. Exhale, you might jump back through the vinyasa, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, see the ceiling. Exhale, down dog, try to see your belly. Variation change. Inhale, roll forward, plank pose. Exhale, bend the elbows, lower all the way down to the belly. Shalabhasana, variation A this time. Hands behind you. Flip so that the palm is pointing towards the ceiling and the fingernail side down. Next, inhale breath, squeeze through the glutes. Lift through your legs and your back. See something in front of you. Maybe gazing down the nose tip at the floor. If it's okay on your neck, you might even lift the eyes towards the sky. A 5 breath hold here. Press the top of the hand down. Top of the hand presses down. Elbows are long. Knees are not bent. Everything is reaching, lengthening, and strengthening. Squeeze the back muscles. 1 more breath. Inhale. Then exhale, lower down. Nice work. Hands just under the shoulders. Tuck the toes. Inhale, push up plank. Exhale, kick it back. Down dog. 3 breaths. Breathe out all the way. Good. This time, try to inhale, jump the feet to the fingers. Right into the half lift. Then exhale, fold in, heart to thighs. Inhale, stand up and rise. Reach the arms above the head. Exhale, arms down by the side. Samasthiti. 3rd and final round. Sane. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, length. Exhale, jump back with strength. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, kick it back. Down dog. Variation change. Inhale, roll forward, plank pose. Exhale, lower all the way to the belly. Shalabhasana B. Keep the hands as they are, just under the shoulders, maybe even slightly back, more towards the ribs. Press down through the hands ever so lightly, and inhale, squeeze the back. The glutes and the legs lift up. So you want most of the weight on the belly, maybe even on the hip bones. Very little weight in the hands. You might try to press down through them lightly, see if there's a bit more height, a bit more lift. But in general, use the strength of the back body to arch and lift the front body. 1 more breath. Pick it up. Squeeze. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, toes tuck, press up, plank. Exhale, kick it back. Down dog. 3 breaths on your own. Good. Next, inhale, jump the feet to the front. Right into the half lift shape. And then exhale, fold in. Inhale, rise up, stand tall. Exhale, arms down by the side. Bend the knees. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, fold in half. Inhale, halfway lift. Suck your gut in. Exhale, jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, kick it back, down dog. Right foot steps forward as the left heel spins down. Inhale, rise up to a lunge, warrior. Exhale, plant the palms. Step the right foot back, bend your elbows. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left foot steps forward as the right heel spins down. Inhale, lifts you up. And exhale, takes you back down. Inhale, arch the spine. Exhale, flatten the back. Variation change. Adjust your hands if you need, especially in your space. Inhale, jump through, boat pose. Lift the legs, reach the arms forward, 5 breaths. Squeeze the legs into the chest and the chest into the legs. This one's for your core and for your psoas, your hip flexors. Really, the entire body is working here. So don't give all the weight just to the core. Suck the quadriceps into bone, point through the toes. Good. One more breath. Inhale. Listen, exhale. This is tricky. Cross the shins, plant your hands, pick up the seat, swing the legs back and through, push up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, kick back, down dog, 3 breaths. That was 3. On the inhale, bend your knees, jump right into the half lift. Exhale, fold in. Bend the knees, sit low. Inhale, lift your arms high and drop the head back. Exhale, Samasthiti, second round. Knees bend. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, fold in half. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, jump back all the way. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, kick it back, down dog. Right foot forward for warrior 1. Only one inhale lifts you up. And the exhale takes you right back down to the bottom of that push-up. Inhale, curve the spine. Then exhale, flatten it back out. Left side. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, take it down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Let's meet there. I might be moving faster or slower than you. We've got a boat pose, So jump through on an inhale. High boat, lift up. On your exhale, lower down, low boat. So try to press the low back into the floor. As you lower the feet, about 3 inches off the floor, curl the chin into the chest so that you can see your feet. 5 breaths starts now. Remember, you're trying to breathe in and out through the nose. Hopefully a quiver, a tremble and a shake is happening in the body. That means you're on the right track. It's meant to be challenging. 4. One more. 5. On the inhale, like a V up, sit tall. Exhale, cross the shins. Inhale, pick up the hips. Swing the feet behind and through. High to low push up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, kick back, down dog, 3 breaths. Three. Good, guys, stay with me. We got one more round of Sun B. Inhale, jump to the top. Half lift. Exhale, fold in. Knees bend. Inhale, arms lift, head falls back. Exhale, Samasthiti, Utkatasana. Inhale, open the throat. Exhale, open the hamstrings, fold. Inhale, suck your belly in. Exhale, charge the biceps, jump back. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Warrior 1 on the right and left side. Follow your own breath. Good, everybody. We'll meet up downward facing dog. No rush to get there. Once you're in the down dog, jump through high boat, Navasana. Lift your legs up. Exhale, lower halfway down. The hardest one. Arms could stay reaching forward or reach above your head. Your body like a banana. 1, 2, push your low back into the floor. 3, lift your shoulders a bit higher. 4, float and hover the feet. 5, breathe out. Breathe in, inhale, lift up boat. Exhale, cross the shins. Inhale, plant hands, pick up your hips. Swing the feet back and through. Chaturanga. Woo! Inhale, up. Exhale, kick it back. Nice work, nice work. Down dog, 3 breaths. Notice the beat of your heart, the temperature of your blood, the changes that this practice has already made within. That's it. Inhale, jump the feet forward. Exhale, fold in, relax, hang. Bend the knees. Inhale, lift the arms, drop the head back. Exhale, Samastitihi, Padangustasana. Step the feet, hip width distance apart, fold in half. Peace sign fingers, grip around the big toes. Inhale, long back, tummy draws in, gaze out. Exhale, bend the elbows and try to fold into yourself. Look back. 5 breaths. Notice if the breathing has gotten a little erratic, has gotten choppy. Do the best that you can to equalize inhalation and exhalation. What a smooth breath. 1 more. Breathe out all the way and rock more forward into the toes rather than the heels. Nice. Inhale, long back, half lift, straight arms, tight tummy. Exhale, Parahastasana. Slip the hands underneath the feet. Another half lift. Inhale, lengthening through the back, out the crown of the head. Then exhale, fold in. These deep breaths, in and out through the nose, help you gain energy. Energy is something that needs to be built. Unless you're under the age of 7, it's not something that you have. It's something that you generate. So charge the body up by taking advantage of breath. Breath is energizing. 1 more inhale. Rock the weight more forward into the toes rather than the heels on the exhale. Belly vacuums in and up. Inhale, half lift, steady. Exhale, release the hands out from underneath the feet. Take them to the hips. Inhale, rise up with strong back and legs. Then exhale, step or hop feet together, Samastitihi. Inhale, open up to the long right side of your yoga mat. Arms out to a T. Exhale, turn your right toes to the back of your space and lower right hand to right ankle, right big toe, or even to the floor. Inhale, look up at the left hand. Exhale, draw your navel in. From here on out, each and every shape has about 5 breaths. So the rhythm, in one way, kind of slows down because you have some time in each posture, but your breath stays very rhythmic. So that on the 4th breath here, see if you can roll the bottom shoulder under and the top one over and up. Nice. Exhale, look down for steadiness and balance. Inhale, lift up. Actually, exhale, lower right back down. I forgot my variation here. Take your left hand to the floor, right by your right foot. You might keep a hold of your right foot or might release it. Try Vashisthasana side plank. Inhaling to roll and rock all the weight on the left hand and the left foot. Exhale, lift your right leg, maybe up. 4 more in and out. Good. You got to steady here. Press down through the left hand. Lift up and out of your left shoulder. Some of you might even be brave enough to lift your eyes to the ceiling. Just do the best you can. 1 more inhale. Listen, exhale, whether you have your right foot or not. Take the right foot back to the floor. Try to slip and slide. Hanumanasana, slip, split pose. No joke, no joke. Slip right into it or use your hands to hold yourself up. So if you're way up here, that's okay. Just let it be challenging, let it be hard. It's only 5 breaths. If you're way down on the floor, try to reach the arms back. And just like you did in Shalabhasana, keep the chest up. It's tempting to fold over and down, but keep it more of a back bend. 2 more breaths here, you guys. Stay with me. 1 more. Good. Now the tricky part is getting out of this shape. So take your hands a little in front of you. Tuck the back toes under to give you a little lift. Slide the right foot in. Find your footing for triangle. Inhale, lift up through the center. Right toes turn in. Left toes turn out. Change sides. Left finger or hand down. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, navel in. 5 breaths right here. One more, reach through the top right hand. And as you exhale, place the top right hand now to the bottom. Whether you keep the bind or not, roll into the right hand and foot. Vashisthasana side plank. Inhaling to lift. Then exhale, pull all the muscle into bone. So use everything here, muscle recruitment and engagement. Rather than just the right arm, it's everything is working here. Hips up, belly in. Breath strong, 2 more. 1 more. Exhale, the left foot finds the floor. Slip and slide, Hanumanasana with the left leg forward, split posture. Try not to lower down, chest to left shin, rather lift up. I could hear the moans and groans through the screen. I know, this is definitely uncomfortable. Definitely not a shape that's easily moved into or out of, but it's good for you, it's good for you. So lengthen. And try to relax around it. 1 more. Good. Exhale, tuck the right toes under. Slide the left foot in. Maybe messing up your yoga mat. Make whatever adjustments you need. Inhale, open up that star pose. And then exhale, bend the right knee or both knees. Take your feet together, the top of the mat, Samasthiti. Nice work. Inhale, open up again to the right side. Exhale, take your hands to your hips. Inhale, pivot to the back of your space and lift your left arm up. Exhale, slice across, left hand to right shin, right foot or even the floor. Revolve triangle. Inhale, lift, right arm high. Exhale, pull, right hip back. So definitely feel this on the outside of the right leg. It's very challenging to breathe in a twist. So the work here is actually softening where you can soften. So try not to flex the core so much that you can't breathe. The breath move like water, liquid through the spine. 1 more. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Inhale, rise up to the star shape towards me. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, pivot to the original front. Lift your right arm up. Exhale, slice across, opposite hand to shin or foot. Inhale, twist left and left arm high. Exhale, pull the left hip back. 5 breaths. Keep the legs engaged by lifting the quadriceps up and into the pelvis. Focus on pulling the left hip and the left shoulder apart. It feels like the left hip sends back. So the left shoulder reaches forward. Good. Exhale, look down. Balance. Inhale, rise up with ease. Exhale, bend the knees. Samasthiti, the top of the mat. Good. Inhale, open up the star pose or the T. Exhale, turn your right out. Lunge through your warrior 2. Look over your right middle finger. Breathe in. And breathe out, lower a bit more into the right. Each exhale, try to drive the right knee even more forward, lunging a bit more. You only have 2 more chances to go deeper. Good, exhale, extended side angle. Right hand finds the floor, or maybe right forearm to right thigh. Inhale, the left arm up and over. So the left arm is like a swim stroke. Armpit is open. So you're stretching the entire length of the left side. Feeling the rib cage spacious, pull apart, and the lungs filling the space in between. One more inhale. Good. Exhale. Inhale, push the floor, rise up. Exhale, change sides, warrior two to the left. Gazing over your left middle finger. Remember, each exhale taking you a bit lower, lunging even more. Lengthen through the arm. Let them be saggy or droopy, a scarecrow, but strong. Exhale, extended side angle, Parsvakonasana. Inhale, arm up and over this time. Feel a long line of energy from the right fingertip to the right foot. There's no kick in the road, so drive the left knee lower so your right can drop down. Breathe in and spiral the chest up to the ceiling. Breathe out and look down. Inhale, strong left leg, push and rise up. Exhale, change sides. So take your hands to the hips. Turn to what was back of the mat. Inhale, hands at heart. Exhale, lunge through your right knee and hook the left elbow across your right knee. Inhale, try to look up over your right shoulder. Exhale, draw in and spiral and spin. Rotating through the spine. Whether the back left heel is down or up is kind of irrelevant here. You can pop it up and feel a little more availability in the hips to twist. If you seal it down, it makes it a bit more challenging, so you choose. Wherever you are, you've got one more breath. Look up. Nice. Exhale, look down. Listen. Variation. Half moon. Step and rock into the right foot. Inhale, lift, and open the entire left side. Let it stack right on top of the rib. Gaze could be down if you need a little more assistance, if your balance is a little off today. If you're doing okay, try to lift the eyes towards the left hand. Even more so to float the right fingertips off the floor. Woo-hoo. Good. Exhale, soften the right knee. Let the left toes find the floor. Inhale, open up the star pose. Exhale, hands to hips. Good. The other side, left leg. Inhale, turn to the original front of your space, hands at heart. Exhale, lunge through the left knee and hook the right elbow. Inhale, push the palms together. Look over the left shoulder up at the ceiling. Then exhale, try to draw and bring the heart in line with the hands. So the chest is the thing that's lifting, meeting the hands at heart center. Charge up the right quadricep. Don't let the back long leg get lazy. Keep it strong. Breath steady, smooth. Exhale, look down. Inhale, open up, half moon, stepping and stacking into the left leg and lifting the entire right side this time. Keep the back right foot active. The more you either flex or point it, the more engaged your entire body is. Keep the navel always drawing in. So always keeping the strength right there at the center, at the solar plexus. One more breath, try to float the bottom left hand. Exhale, soften the left knee. Let the right toes touch down. Inhale, the X or star shape towards me. Exhale, Samasthiti at the front. Good. Inhale, open up the big X shape. Exhale, bind the hands behind the back. Interlace your fingers. Inhale, pull the hands down. Lift the head and eyes up. Then exhale, fold in from here. Prasarita Padottanasana, wide leg fold, variation C. You get both a hamstring stretch and a shoulder stretch here. Lift the tailbone up. Vacuum the belly in. Rock the weight more forward. So if you feel like you're going to somersault or you're in the right direction, one more inhale. Try to soften through your shoulders with the exhale. Hands pulled down. Inhale, rise and lift up. Exhale, down to the feet, settle and adjust. Inhale, arms out to the side. Exhale, bend both knees, hop to the top, Sthiti. That's the only one we'll do of those. Skipping Parsvattanasana as well. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold in half. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, jump back through the chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, kick it back. Down dog. Pashasana, noose posture on the inhale. The feet, the fingers. Keep hips kind of high, but bend knees on your exhale. So try it higher today. Sometimes you drop down all the way here. We're going to try a little bit different today. So keep the hips a little higher. Inhale, hands at heart center. Then exhale, let both of the knees go to the right as you take your right elbow across the body to the left knee. That's it. So feel the twist. It's mostly a twist. Don't get wrapped up in the bind much. So once your right elbow is hooked, try to look over your left shoulder, up towards the ceiling. Maybe the left arm even reaches to the sky. Some of you could exhale, rotate the left arm so that the left elbow can bend and the right hand can drop to your right hip. Could come up onto the balls of your feet, maybe bend the knees and drop all the way down low. My quads are already burning, but remember it's mostly a twist rather than a bind. So look over the left shoulder continually and feel the spine wringing out almost like a dirty rag. Some of you could wrap the right arm around both of your bent knees, catching a hold of the fingertips. This really depends on if your arms are long enough. Whatever you've got going on, see if you can take one more breath in that shape. Nice. Exhale, release your fingers if you've got the bind. Try to inhale, come back up to that halfway point. This is a great place to use your dish towel, your yoga strap, or your bandana if you grabbed one of those. So if you want to try it on the other side using your bandana, it's a great place to grab it. So with the hands at heart, try to hook the left elbow across. So keep the bum up to start. Really feel the rotation through the spine rather than the dropping low in the hips. Inhale, the right arm lifts. Then exhale, the right arm can wrap around the back. So you're trying to grab a hold maybe of your little lasso. It's a little bit difficult without help, but once you get it, you'll feel how much you can peel this right shoulder back. So once two things become one, it's easier to find strength, stronger together. So your arms working together make you stronger in the center, make you feel more open from the right shoulder. Look back over your right shoulder there, see something behind you. One more breath. Ooh, exhale, let it go. Good. That one's always hard. Straighten the legs. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant palms, jump back. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, kick it back. Down dog. Skipping a few things here. Inhale, roll forward, plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga, hover and hold 5 breaths in and out. So just the elbows are bent. Your body is hovering off the floor. You've got 3 more breaths. 2, 1. Lower the belly all the way down. Good. Dhanurasana, floor bow. So we've already done Shalabhasanas. We're going to skip Bekasana and go right to Dhanurasana. If you want to use your bandana or your dish towel, here is the place. So you're trying to reach back and catch a hold of your feet, the ankles more specifically from the outside. If that is impossibly far away, lasso the feet with your little towel, bandana, or dish rag and reach back. Whatever you need will meet right here in the floor bow variation. 5 breaths right here through the center. The key is in the kicking back. The more the feet kick and press into the hands, the more back bend and strength you'll feel in the legs. Gazing down the nose tip or looking straight in front of you. Some of you maybe even lift and look up. I'm not kidding. Exhale, push into the right hand. Rock and roll onto the right side. Keep your head lifted. Parsva or side bow. 5 deep breaths. Feet kicking away from glutes. Don't be lazy here. It's easy to relax and lay. Resist that urge. We're not reclining here. We're recharging. Inhale, kick through the center. Exhale, change sides. Rock and roll over to the left. Yes, because energy is something that needs to be worked on. Energy is something that you create, that you generate. So work your way out of the laziness and slothness of just lounging around the house and get stuff moving, get stuff happening. Inhale up through the center. Last one, 5 breaths. Woo! Quads on fire. Knees up, toes to the ceiling, gaze up. 3, 4, 5. Exhale, lie flat. Good. Hands just under the shoulders. Tuck your toes. Inhale, press up. Exhale, kick it back. Woo! So body is sweaty. Body is ready for some deep back bending. Let's try Ustrasana camel posture. Inhale, jump and stack hips over shoulders. And try to slowly lower down to the shins. Inhale, stand up on the knees. Exhale, push the hips forward, hands at the low back. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, drop the head back. 5 breaths here. You might be looking at the ceiling. You might be looking at the wall behind you. Some of you could even take your eyes in between your 2 eyebrows. Hands could reach back for the heels. Close your mouth. Steady your breath. Hands to the low back. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, kick it back. Child's pose, 3 breaths. Nice. Remix or variation. Inhale. Sit up on the knees, almost like tabletop position. Then exhale, widen the feet. Sit the bum down in between the space of your feet there. Virasana. Virasana. It's a back bend, but it's a bit less recruitment, a bit less engagement. So hands behind you could puff up the chest and start to feel the back arch. This might be enough. You could stay on the hands, or you could lower down to one forearm and the other forearm. Some of you might even recline all the way back. So seeing how much you can lie back, how much compression you can have in your knees, and if you can comfortably breathe. If you're all the way on the floor, lying flat, then you are ready for Laghu Vajrasana, which is the shape that we're going to practice after this one. So it's very similar. It's just a bit different in the sense that you're on the top of your head. The back is a bit more arched and your legs are way more engaged. But what makes Laghu Vajrasana hard is the dropping down to it. It's almost like a backflip, the fear that you have before you try a backflip. When you're not facing front, it's easy to think of all the things that could go wrong. But if you can lie flat here, you're ready for the shape. You probably could drop all the way down. So take one more inhale, whatever you've got, and soften with the exhale. Relax your face. Collect your bravery and courage. Then inhale, press into the elbows and the hands. Then exhale, come through the tabletop position. You might need to walk the knees in a bit closer till they're just under the hip socket and the hip bone. Inhale, stand up on the knees, just like you did for the entrance of camel. Then exhale, take your hands to your low back. So far, it's the same as camel. Here's where it's going to get a little different. Inhale, you can slide the hands down the backs of the hamstrings to the knee pits. Then with the exhale, drop the head back and try to let the crown of the head touch down to the floor. Do not recline though, so the legs stay active. The shins are pushing down into the mat. You're trying to keep the hips as high as possible, throat open. Arms are straight. 3, 4. The hard part is getting up. 5. I always cheat and bend my elbows and push my elbows into my feet a little bit to lift up. Exhale, strong core and quads lift up. Kick it back, child's pose. Woo, good. Take a rest and recover. Deeper and deeper we go. Notice the beat of your heart. Back bends are incredible cardio. Really get the heart pumping, strengthen the muscles of your entire cardiovascular system, the entire respiratory system. Helps you stay healthy, really. Okay, now we've arrived Kapotasana. Kapotasana. So let yourself either move to a wall, just to try it first. Like I said, whenever two things come together for a bind, you get stronger. So in this case, our arms is going to be one thing, and then the wall is going to be the other thing. So when those two things meet, you find it a little bit easier. So for me, I'm just going to flip around here so I can use this wall behind me. If you'd like to move to a wall in your house, that's fine too. So pretty much a good kind of measurement is when your toes touch the floorboards. That's probably a good distance. You might have to adjust just depending on the length of your arms. Okay, so Kapotasana is sort of the same feeling, a back bend from standing on the knees. But you're trying to take the arms above the head and then behind the head. What that does is makes more weight above you, which makes more compression in the back, which means more sensation in the body. So it just feels way more intense, way deeper. We're gonna do it together, okay? So inhale, stand up on the knees. Exhale, feel your quads and your core. Let everything sort of draw in there. So the front body is strong as the back body is trying to relax. So release the glutes. Inhale, hands at heart center. Exhale, start to push the hips forward and drop the head back. Maybe you see the wall behind you. Inhale, try to reach for the wall. Exhale, try to push the wall away. Straighten your arms as much as possible. Here's where you might need to move or walk the knees more forward so that you can do this. The more you can straighten the arms, the more Kapotasana, it will feel like Kapotasana. Some of you could walk the hands down the wall. You're looking for the slack drop through the back. See if you can just hang out and breathe. If you want even more, you could take the hand all the way to the floor by the feet. You could drop the head all the way down in between the 2 feet there. Taking a bit more time with this because it takes some time to get into it. See if you can try again. 5 more breaths. Remember, you're pushing hands into the wall. Try to straighten the arms. Then try to relax the glutes. Let the back bend. Let your body and mind soften. Breathe. 1 more. Good. Exhale, strong quads. And core, lift up. Exhale, kick it back. Ooh, child's pose. Amazing, amazing. I'm just going to turn to face the original front for me. So if you move to the wall, you could go ahead and move yourself back. Exhale, tuck the toes under, lift your hips up, and press the hips high, and drop the head low, down dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, hop or step, feet to fingers. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, Bakasana, crow pose, crow pose. So you're like, what the heck, I just did this back bend, but it's actually a curvature in the spine, so it's the perfect counter posture here. So press down through your hands. Separate the feet. Then exhale, bend your your knees first and take them to the outsides of the elbows or the biceps, or even all the way up into the armpits and shoulders. And start to rock the weight more forward into the fingers. Rocking so much that maybe one foot floats off the floor, followed by the other foot. Rounds through the spine, suck your belly in, gazing out and beyond. Squeeze the feet into the glutes. 1 more breath. Exhale, jump back, chaturanga. Whew. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, kick it back. Down dog. Bravo, bravo. Inhale, jump the legs through the arms, or drop the knees to the floor and then swing the legs around. We'll all meet up, sitting flat on our bums. Okay, so bend the left leg and fold it underneath the right. So it's almost like half crisscross applesauce. Then take the right leg up and over the left, stamping the right foot just beside the left knee. Then inhale, lift your left arm up. Take your right hand behind you like a kickstand. Exhale, hook the left elbow on the outside of the right knee. Inhale, look over your right shoulder. Exhale, you might even wrap the right arm around the back to the left hip. Ardha Matsyendrasana. Some of you, the left hand can catch a hold of the left foot. So notice how you've taken the spine in so many directions. Forward folding, back bending, twisting right, twisting left, even side bending, swaying side to side. Helps the body feel whole and complete. Helps everything feel attended to. Inhale, look back to the front. Exhale, let it go. We'll skip the jump back just because we've done a ton today. Inhale, long, straight. And exhale, change sides. The right leg folds, almost like half crisscross applesauce. And the left knee moves over and across. So the left foot is just beside the right knee. Make sure you don't pull it in too close to the hip. It's rather more forward by the knee. Left hand behind like a kickstand. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, hook right elbow. Inhale, look back. Take your variation in the arms. And just breathe. Twist the spine a bit more as you completely exhale. Inhale, look front. Exhale, let it go. Nice. Inhale, lengthen the legs long. Exhale, lie down on the back. Woo. Take a second just to let the body readjust and reorient itself to this new relationship with the floor. Keep the eyes open and be aware of even the subtlest sensation, the subtlest feeling, especially through the spinal column. We're skipping a few things here in traditional Ashtanga if you know the sequence. Going to move right to a waterfall posture or Salamba Sarvangasana shoulder stand. So if you have something behind you, maybe move and scoot your bum forward so that the legs could potentially fall backward here in a bit. So waterfall first is hips down, leg up. This is technically an inversion because the legs and the feet are higher than the head and heart. So you might stay here. Or you could rock up into the upper back and shoulders. Inhaling to lift the hips up. And then exhale, try to walk the elbows in as close as possible. Notice how the chest is coming into the chin and the chin is coming into the chest. You got a bit of a constricted breath there. Just watch your belly inflate and deflate as you continue breathing. Exhale, allow both of your legs to fall behind you. Maybe the toes touch down to the floor. Maybe they don't, it doesn't matter. Halasana plow pose. Exhale, Karna Pidasana, bend the knees. Allow them to slide down the outside of your skull. Maybe they touch down all the way to the floor. Inhale, straighten the legs again. Exhale, use your hands on the floor or on your hips to help you slowly, with control and grace, roll down the spine. If you've adjusted for your halasana plow pose, you can scoot your way back to the middle of the mat. Lie flat. Matsyasana fish posture. This one's a little strange, especially if you've never done it before. So if you want to watch first, just to check it out, you're trying to come up onto the top of the head and arch the upper back and then open the throat and neck. So there's very little weight on the elbows and the hands, but they're down on the floor. But it's more about the weight into the glutes and then the top of the head. So check it out and try it on in your own body. Inhaling to open the chest. Keep the eyes open, gazing back in between your two eyebrows and calming the breath. Skipping Uttanapana, flying fish. Just exhale, puddle lie flat. Inhale, use a bit of strength in the belly to lift up. If you want to Chakrasana, if you know what that is, you can go for it. Padmasana Lotus. I'm turning towards you just so I could be facing you, but you could stay facing the front. So traditionally, right leg moves first, and then left leg moves on top of it. So if you've got a lotus, you can go ahead and fold the legs. If you don't have a lotus, it's okay. Just cross the legs in any way that's accessible. Sit up tall and just take the hands to the knees, flipping the palms so that it's skyward. Then exhale, seal or create a mudra, a hand gesture. Draw index finger to thumb, and then drop chin to the notch between your clavicle, the collarbones. Close the eyes. Just holding this space of reverence, sitting in a seat of direct experience, understanding how practice, this physical practice, the asana practice, is a method of keeping your body clean, your body in tune, your body in check. Because anything and everything can accumulate sediment, it can accumulate dust. These postures kind of get in between the nooks and crannies of our bodies and help floss and flush out anything that clogs our system. Not just in the body, but also in your mind. In spiritual and ancient yogic texts, they call it a cleansing or a wiping clear of the dust. The dust that even covers our eyes, that clouds our vision, that keeps us from keeping or seeing things clearly. So as you sit here just in this space, see if you can see this moment as it is. In this moment, everything's okay. In this moment, you have your breath. In this moment, you have your body. See through emotion. Good, I'll give you about a minute or a moment or so just to let anything and everything bubble up for you. Just in silence, keep breathing with the eyes closed. Good. Inhale, lift chin away from chest. Exhale, some of you might bind the arms behind you, grabbing a hold of your feet. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, round through the back. Maybe the forehead moves in the direction of the floor. 5 breaths. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, release the cross of the arms. Release the bind of the legs. Extend them out long. You could take one last jump through if you'd like. Some of you might be ready just to lie down flat like me. Savasana or corpse pose. Perhaps the most important of all, we definitely save the best for last. So take advantage of just letting yourself relax. You've put in the work, you've put in the effort. You've done the daily discipline of cleansing the body, of wiping the eyes, of clearing the clutter and dust that gets in the way, that shrouds our vision. Now it's time to rest. It's time to absorb the benefits of practice, and it's only found when you yourself surrender. So we'll take just some time here lying quietly together. I'll let you know when it's time to open your eyes again, but for now, just rest. Go ahead, take a deep inhale. Relax, exhale. Gentle, easy movements. You can slowly rock to one side. Just cradle and hold yourself. And with grace, with ease, push yourself up with maybe one or both hands, coming back into a simple seat. Let's just close the practice together. Extending out virtual hugs to each and every one of you. You can have a moment of gratitude for family and friends, for practice, for food, for kids, for pets. Spending time to become aware of all the things that you do have rather than the things that you don't. It's so important, especially in a time like this. So with gratitude, with reverence, hands at heart, sit tall. Exhale, bend forward, seal your practice.